Hello everyone, Jeff the Green Review here. Even though you may have seen landscapes with only rocks and gravel, we're not talking about zero landscaping when we talk about zero landscaping. Xeros is the Greek word meaning dry. A xeriscape can be an attractive, sustainable landscape based on good horticultural practices that conserves water. Many past landscape designs did not take into account the watering needs of the plants because many areas of the country have good soils and receive enough rainfall to grow plants in the survive range, if not the thrive range. Booming building trends have caused towns across the country to ration landscape watering. Other users may consume more water, but landscaping is more visible and the most regulated in a lot of cases. During the summer, a lot of water is wasted in landscapes by people watering improperly. Sometimes watering is necessary because there is so little topsoil that it doesn't hold enough water for plants to survive, let alone thrive. All landscapes can be designed following xeriscape principles, with the watering needs of the plants as one of the considerations. There are 7 basic principles to xeriscaping. The first is that you have to have a plan. Besides the normal landscape considerations of views, focal points, and what uses the landscape may handle, the xeriscape plan will consider the soils of the site, the slope and the sun exposure. It will consider any existing vegetation and the topography. The final plan will cluster plants not just by their attractiveness, but also by their watering and other maintenance needs. The second xeriscape principle is to evaluate and improve the soil. If the landscape already exists, the soil can be tested and the soil improved over a period of time. You only get one chance if the site is new and maybe does not have topsoil yet. Be sure any compacted clay is loosened up and the subsoil is cleaned of construction debris. Then buy as much good topsoil as you can get and make it as thick as possible. Organic matter like compost or manure can be used to improve both clay and sandy soils. Organic matter holds moisture in sandy soil and adds pore spaces and air to clay soil. Never add sand to clay soil or clay to sandy soil. The end result would be a soil that can be used to make bricks, and it doesn't grow very good plants. The third principle is to look at lawn areas. If the only time the lawn is going to be used is when you mow it, then the area is probably better off planted with plant material that uses less water. The location and type of lawn you have should be decided as part of the planning process in step 1, along with all the other plants. Lawns are the best material for play areas. They look nice when used to highlight planting beds, and they can be good fire buffer areas between buildings and plantings. If properly designed and installed, lawns do not have to be areas that consume more water than the other areas of the landscape. The fourth principle is to select and locate plants based on their water needs. Many plants have low water requirements once they're established for a few years. Many plants that are native to a region are better than non-native plants that require more care. There are actually some plants from other regions that may use much less water than those native to a specific region. Look at all the plant's characteristics, not just where it's from, before deciding which plants to use. Fifth, you need to water efficiently. The need for an irrigation system design should be determined as part of the original plan. With or without an irrigation system, never water on a fixed schedule, especially odd and even days. Many plants are drowned by people wasting water thinking they must water on their assigned day. Irrigation should be done based on the needs of the plant. Even drought-tolerant plants may need additional watering until they have grown a big enough root system to be able to handle a drought. Remember, they can't have a big root system if there isn't enough good soil for the roots to grow for that particular kind of plant. A plant on the sunny, dry side of the house will need more water than the same plant on the shady side. Plants need less water when the weather is cooler and wetter as the seasons change. The irrigation schedule should be altered to meet these changes. The sixth principle is to use a lot of organic matter. It will minimize evaporation, reduce weed growth, and cool the soil. Stone mulches increase soil temperatures and increase evaporation, making them poor choices for xeriscapes. The last principle is to follow through with maintenance. All landscapes require some care. A xeriscape may require less water and be better suited to the local environment, but it will still need weeding, fertilization, and pruning. Because the plants are chosen for their adaptability to the local environment, they will require less work, less fertilizer, and fewer pesticides. The principles of xeriscaping can be applied to any attractive landscape, and it does not have to look like a yard full of rocks and have a few wilted plants. So what's this mean to me? Research shows that towns, subdivisions, and individual properties look nicer with well-maintained landscapes that will include proper watering. They not only look nicer, but well-maintained landscapes contribute to the well-being of the people of the town. There are lower crime rates in well-landscaped areas. Towns with landscape water restrictions are not viewed as favorably by potential home buyers. Water doesn't have to be wasted in landscapes. It can be used wisely, following Xeriscape principles in any landscape. And this is Jeff with a Green Review. Thanks for watching.